What you doing? Good morning. Over here in Tennessee. Just woke up with about 3 hours of sleep under my belt at the moment. Went to bed at 3 a.m. and this little girl was screaming and crying and jumping around on me. 6 a.m. So, yeah, that's the math there on how I arrived at 3 hours. I did literally just wake up, so you'll have to forgive my boring narration. We are going down to Texas with this little miniature dachshund, and she's pretty cute. And we only have a days of driving to go. Somewhere outside Houston is where she's headed. She is exactly 8 weeks old. Maybe 8 weeks old in one day now. But yeah, I haven't showered in a very long time. I don't know if you can see, but I got like grease covering my face and hair and yeah, all that. What else we gotta say, buddy? Huh? What do you want to say? What else is there to say? After this drop off in Texas, I once again have no idea what the hell I'm gonna do, where we're headed. I don't have another job booked yet, so looks like we might be going to sleep tonight and just kind of be in limbo. I don't have any friends in Texas. I don't. None of my exes live in Texas, so nobody to really hit up or nothing to do. Yeah. Fucking, hopefully by the end of the day, somebody books us. If not, we're waiting around. That's the deal. That's the way we live. That's the way we're doing it. Okay, baby girl, say something. Wave goodbye. Bye. We gotta get on the road now. We gotta get on the road. You ready?
A poor boy ain't got no money. He ain't got no dough. But give that poor boy a pretty girl and watch that poor boy go.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Stopping for a little bit of lunch. Having a little fried catfish and Cajun fries and hush puppies. It's pretty good. We're about 6 hours away from the destination. Oh, this little guy back here. Can you see her? No. She's chewing up my jacket. Yeah, 6 hours away. Driving's going good. Really, like, surprisingly super wide awake off 3 hours of sleep right now, which is nice. I did get some whisperings of a possible booking. There is this lady looking to get her dog shipped from Dallas to Bisbee, Arizona. Bisbee's a place I've spent more like continuous time in than anywhere else in my adult life. So, yeah, I was interested. I'm looking for jobs everywhere, but that one obviously seemed kind of interesting to me to get to go to Bisbee. And she's the only person that's actually gotten back to me in the past couple of days. We've been talking a little bit because she wants me to take a dog over there, but then she was saying she needs to try to get the owner of the dog there too. Just by the way she's saying it, it sounds like it's some super old guy, because just how she's describing that, like, she needs to figure it out, that she would like book him a hotel if need be, that like she doesn't know how she's going to get him there. I'm just assuming it's like a senior citizen kind of a situation. She asked if I would take him with me for a fee. Yeah, normally I would say no, but I don't know, just the fact that I think he's from Bisbee or something. Like I feel like I'd probably recognize him if I saw him. Bisbee is a very small town. Feels like helping out a neighbor, and I honestly it is a bit of an inconvenience because I got to keep a certain pace driving, and I do like to take stops. I do take breaks. Like sometimes I need to just sit and zone out and rest. However it is, I might do that. But other than that, then there's times where I need to just fucking drive like nonstop. So there's a world where it's like 2:30 in the morning and I'm getting a little tired, but I'm blasting through 3 more hours, charging my way through. Hey, I'm talking. Anyways, if there's some old dude in the car, that's going to be just adds a layer. So I did tell her I'd do it, and she said, okay, let's do it. She's down. She has yet to book. She has to book through, like, what there's different marketplaces you can use to get jobs. She has to book through the marketplace for me to even be able to get her info and get this figured out. She hasn't done that yet, which a lot of the times you get up to this point and then they don't actually book it. One more look at the baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Tell him something. Let him know. What are you whining about back there? Oh, little guy. Puppy, come on. Puppy, come on. Come on, go potty. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come here. Good girl. This is one of the sweetest parts of the country, in my opinion. Even just a neighborhood, if you call it a neighborhood, down this road, it's just, I don't know, it does it for me. It does it for me. I would love to live here one day. I'd love to live here today, if I could. Come on, Bubba. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Hey, leave it. Come here. We made it to Texas. It's your new home. You're gonna love it. I'm jealous. Hey Derek, I can be in Phoenix by tomorrow morning. Be happy to deliver you.
Well, you know what town we're in?
No, just outside Fort Worth, I guess. I don't think this place even has a name. Are you probably going to be staying at this hotel for a while, whichever hotel it is, and just...
I think I'm booked there for 5 days.
Oh,
If I stay there that long, I don't know.
I can give the dog some water.
Good.
Is it okay to kind of, like, if they stepped out of the car right here, should I worry
think
about
they'd
them?
be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Angie. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, Angie. Angie, come on. You got it.
Come on, get in. Come on, let's go. Get back, back. All right, come on, let's go. Come on, Angie, come on, let's go.
Let me lift her up.
Yeah.
All right, I'll lift her.
You got it.
Ooh. There you go. Good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. On to the next. What's going on, guys? Just kind of waking up here, laying in the back seat, and in a parking lot here in Bisbee, Arizona. I dropped off Chuck and his 2 dogs late last night, and I don't want to, I guess, invade his privacy or, make it sound like I'm doing anything but being positive and kind to the guy. So I will just explain that it turned out a couple hours into the drive that I discovered he clearly had dementia, and I wasn't told that. And I don't even know if from what I gathered of the story, and the woman that's helping him out, and the woman that was paying for his hotels and paying me to transport him, I don't know if she fully grasped the situation, because I couldn't tell how long it had been since she'd really seen him. But he really was having a problem with the driving and how long it was going to take. But he would ramp up at times, and he would ask me the same question over and over again with about 10 seconds of gap for anywhere from like half an hour to an hour and a half straight. He would ask where we were going, where I'd even picked him up from, and then he would ask, I'd tell him Dallas, and then he would ask, do you know how I got there? And then I'd be like, no, I'm not sure. 20 seconds later, he'd be like, where am I going even? Where are we going? And I'd say, we're going to Bisbee. And then he would ask him, where'd you pick me up from? And it would just go on repeat. By the end, it got, maybe, I don't know what really causes it or what dementia is like. I've never really had much experience with it, but I don't know if maybe it was because he was anxious or nervous, or I don't know, just that something was actually happening, and that we were about to arrive at our destination. And he started asking the same question over and over again with like 2 seconds of gap. And of course I was just there for him the whole time, and I didn't know the best thing to do, but in my mind it was kind of not address it and just keep answering his questions. And just once maybe he mentioned he's having some memory issues, and I was just like, yeah, no problem, I understand, no worries. And I think another time he just recognized, there's one time where he recognized that he had just asked that question. And I was like, yeah, no problem, no worries. So, yeah, obviously it went okay, and I was trying to be as kind as possible, but it was a difficult day, very, very difficult day. But anyways, we're here in Bisbee. I got one person on the line for a possible job up to Washington from Phoenix area. I bid on it super low because I figured get up to Washington and there's some stuff to take care of up there. I have some stuff Other than that, I would love to hang around Bisbee, spend some time here. It is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. Okay, let's see. See if I can. What is Bisbee looking like? Can I get a little something here? Sun is coming up. This is my favorite town in the country. Feels like home. Though at this point, I don't have any connections of anyone to stay with or anything. So, it's still just like, I don't know. I still feel out of place, I guess. What was I doing? Oh, I was driving around trying to think of something clever to do to film my experience here. But the reality is, I'm just sitting in the car, driving around. It's a pretty tough day to be living out of your car, Thanksgiving. Not that it's sad or something, but I mean, maybe it might be sad for somebody, but not that I'm sad. Everything's closed. All the restaurants, at least around here. Yeah, all the restaurants, all the stores, everything is closed. The gym was open for just a little bit in the morning, so got in there, and yeah, I can't even really get a meal outside of this, but that's okay. Yeah, I was sitting trying to think. I didn't want to just keep doing shots of me talking to you in the car, but it is a little more authentic to my experience here on the road. It's just a lot of sitting in the car, finding a way to kill time, finding a way to let a day pass, and just, I don't know. I like to get out there a little bit, but you can't get out there every day. I mean, how many days do you sit at home and just chill? Or like how much of every day? There's a certain amount of time where you just chill in your home. And this being my home currently, sometimes I just chill, and that's the truth. I would like to do something. I'd like to go play pool around here, go to a bar or something, but everything is closed. So, we're chilling. And what else? Oh, I was thinking a little bit more about my experience yesterday with this guy, Chuck. And we had some nice times. I think perhaps things just happen and they don't necessarily, I'm not like living inside of a fucking movie or a book or something and everything is a metaphor or meaningful. But this guy, one of the first things he said when we got in the car and got on our way, he like kind of leaned back, like looked outside and was just like, damn, 77 years old and I'm moving to a new town with nothing but a duffel bag, which was the case. He just had a small, like little tote bag with a hoodie and maybe a couple dog toys, dog leashes for his dogs. And when he said that, I mean, I kind of thought it was a cool thing to say. I mean, when he said it, I resonated with that. And he's got 50 years on me. But so far, my life's looked a lot like that. And it's looked a lot like, I don't know what his life was like up until this moment. But that sigh of just letting it all go and just going, all right, moving to a new town. Or sometimes there's that sigh when you leave a place that you've spent some time in, whether it's like a home or a girlfriend's home or something along those lines, a town, and you kind of take a last look and then, you just move on to the next thing. And I definitely interpreted that he was saying it like that, and I do think he meant it like that in a degree. And early on, the first couple hours before I realized that he had a little bit of mental health issues, if that's the correct term to use, he and I talked, and we just shared a lot of ideas that were similar. He basically described that he's never ever felt able to be comfortable in a place that he's lived. He's always gets tired of it very quickly, and he always feels the need to get up and move. And he was just describing this stuff. He doesn't know anything about my life, but so many things that he was saying and describing, and yeah, just was very similar. He brought up that he thinks that he never got the idea of owning property, and he asked me what I thought about that, and I told him, and instantly he was like that. It was like word for word his thoughts about it, his feelings, and I do have a thought about it, and it is, I can articulate it, over like at least a paragraph or so. So, I gave some thoughts, and he agreed, said that was exactly how he felt, and he described his relationships with women a little bit, and the just drifting of his life, and the reality that he's slept on the street off and on, and had jobs, and he's worked in media, I guess. So he says, film production and different things like that at different times, and then, yeah, his life just is always like cutting people off in a way, or when he leaves a place, he described how he doesn't do a good job keeping those relationships and upkeeping them. And so he was describing going back to Bisbee and how he does know people there, but he never did a good job keeping those relationships when he left. So he's going to have to arrive and kind of just find his way and see if he can kind of rekindle them, which is like quite literally my situation. I lived there fairly recently, and I do a horrible job keeping up with relationships, and I always feel just a bit awkward or uncomfortable to hit people up after so long of not talking, not being in touch. It's not like they reach out to me either, but I definitely don't reach out to them, and I change my number a lot, and I get rid of my phone from time to time, and it might appear like I'm blocking people or things like that. That all being said, very similar. And I even, there was something he said later, and I even joked to him about, I felt like I was looking at a vision of my future, and I didn't know how unfortunate his situation was at the time of saying that, but I just felt like, damn, am I going to be 77 years old with a couple dogs, just having lived the past couple weeks on the streets of Dallas before some ex-girlfriend, finds out, and I get a hold of her, and she's kind enough, having put her life together, to send me a little money to get me a hotel and to pay for some kid to come pick me up and take me back to Bisbee or back to some place for me to just sigh and go, 77, and I'm moving to a new town with nothing but a backpack. I don't know. Yeah, I said that to him, and he asked, do you feel like you should do something different then? Would you regret that? I definitely don't think I would. I don't think I would. But who knows if that's what's in store for me. Maybe that's what my life will turn out like, or maybe something else. Who knows? Either way, I'm making a lot of connections, and I'm drawing little conclusions, and I guess I am trying to build some kind of meaning out of meeting him and, getting to know him and that experience. But that's just the story of what happened. And aside from that, yeah, just another job. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. Appreciate you all. See you next time.